love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
So here we are, race day up in Portage Lake. Just rolled into the pits and did the registration real quick. Doing it a little bit grassroots this weekend out of the back of the truck. Just basically didn't want to pull the trailer. We're doing a back-to-back up here in the county, and a little bit easier just to go out of the back of the truck and a little bit cheaper, saving quite a bit on gas money. But yeah, so just talked with Mandy and registration. Sounds like the track should hold up fairly well. We did get delayed a day essentially just because of the weather earlier this week, where it was 60 and rain I think up here, and they had a ton of slush. So we did get pushed back a day, but it sounds like they've been out grooming the track and packing everything down, and it's holding up well from what it sounds like. So we'll find out today. Hopefully won't need the scuba suit by the end of the day, but I'm prepared to get wet, I guess. It might be a little slushy, and we'll be ready for that, and just gonna send it and see what happens today and have a good one. So the Skidoo is feeling pretty good. Freshened some shocks up, freshened some clutching up during the week from our race in West Glover, Vermont last week out at Adirondack XC. Blew a couple shocks on the rough course, so didn't really have the result I wanted out there, but everything's freshened up on the Skidoo and ready for action today, so we'll see what we can get done.
And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math. When I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
What's your reaction to that first race?
A terrible prompt. Okay, we're gonna do a reaction video. What's your reaction?
Yeah.
Terrible.
That's the premise of the video.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think of the first race? Is that better? Pros and cons. How about
Pros, it was a pro race. Cons, it did not win. So just wrapped up pro open race. Was a lot harder pack condition track than kind of expected with all the slush that they had earlier this week, but they really did a good job packing it down, and going out and grooming quite a bit, which really made it a pretty firm track and definitely favored those that had lowered their sleds and had some pretty good top speed. So just didn't really have the handling to keep up with the lead guys there. Ended up P5, I think. So not a terrible finish. Not exactly what we were looking for, but I think the setup will be good later on in the day when the slush comes out more. The corners are starting to get a little rough and choppy and getting pretty slushy. So I think as the track develops, it'll come towards the setup that I came this weekend with, and hoping for a good pro stock. Feeling decent on the sled, feeling decent myself, and just ready to rock and roll for that 100 miler later on.
Reaction.
From Chili's. It's a little ridiculous.
Sponsor us.
So just wrapped up our post-race meal at Chili's, doing a little reaction of how the Loon, Loon? Yeah, Loon 100 went. It wasn't necessarily the best race in the world, just really wasn't comfortable on the sled. Kind of just got it across the finish line and finished out the day. So not necessarily the day I was hoping for. Maybe a couple different ideas for setup changes, hoping that that'll work for next week when we're back for the season finale up in Long Lake, Maine, so even further north. Yeah, it was just challenging day on the sled, and get back to it for next weekend.